KMBC 9 News at 6.
Kansas City's official start to the holiday season is just about 10 minutes away with the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony. We are so proud to bring you the first ever virtual lighting right here on KMBC 9. Let's take a live look here now at the Country Club Plaza. This from News Chopper 9. Some restaurants and businesses are open there tonight, but there's no live stage this year. So to see all of the surprises that we have in store tonight, keep it tuned right here. And we will get to all of the fun of the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony in just a few minutes. But first, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Haley Harrison. Let's start tonight with a look at our forecast with Chief Meteorologist Brian Busby. Brian, it's so lovely to be with you on this Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, too.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. Are we going to have clear skies for tonight's lighting?
We're working on it, that's for sure. We had a lot of clouds earlier today blotting out the sun, and just a little bit, just a hint, just to add some texture there and a little character to the old sunset. But we are going to be dry, so yeah, this is starting to clear out quite a bit. Still at 51 degrees, humidity at about 56% with an east to northeast wind at 5 miles per hour. So here are the clouds moving across from Kansas to Missouri, so most of us will start to see more gaps. It should be partly cloudy at least, clearing out later on tonight. Temperatures you see right now are all in the 50s pretty much, 50 for Tonganoxie as well as toward Independence, 52 for Gardner. So your forecast for this evening will fall a few more notches down to 44 degrees, light winds and continuing to cool off, but I'd say pretty ideal weather for this, Haley.
But the official kickoff of the holiday season happens tonight, and the only place you can see it is right here on KMBC 9. The Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony is just minutes away. KMBC 9's Bianca Beltran on the plaza tonight, where, Bianca, there's not a whole lot to see, at least yet.
No, not really, Haley. You can hear there is a single guitar player down there providing some music for the families that have come out for that post-dinner walk, and we have spoken to some families who said they've changed their Thanksgiving plans this year to keep their loved ones safe. And so seeing this tradition continue has given them a sense of normalcy in a very different year. But, the pandemic, it goes without saying, has had an impact on the plaza, its businesses, their employees, and the community that they serve. And so again, having this tradition continue on the plaza is something that a lot of people have been looking forward to. But as you mentioned, Haley, the best view is from home, and that's because you get to see the aerial view provided only by News Chopper 9. And so I want to toss it over to Johnny Rollins to give us a look at what he is seeing from way up high. Johnny?
All right, thanks, Bianca. Yeah, so many things different this year about the Plaza Lighting Ceremony, not the least of which with no crowds allowed, no need to close any of the roads. Typically, we see that we have roads closed and crowds gathering and a lot of traffic through here. Well, all the roads through the plaza are open right now. Again, no need to close those. A little bit busy down here, but still probably what you would see on an average weekend night, and certainly no more. And certainly for the first time in 90 years, the plaza eerily quiet for Thanksgiving night. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back to you in the studio.
We know it will be so beautiful. And we are just a few more minutes away from the start of the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony. Musical performances, celebrity appearances, and some surprises are coming your way next. From all of us here at KMBC 9 News, happy Thanksgiving.
As a kid, driving down to the plaza for the first time each season and just seeing the lights.
Great place to go with your family, walk around, enjoy the environment of the holiday season.
It really just gave you a sense that the holiday season was here, and it's a great tradition that I grew up with and I'll never forget.
"91 years of magic" continues on the plaza tonight. Welcome to the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony here on KMBC 9. Good evening, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Chris Katz. It's wonderful to be back on the plaza and back with you tonight. And in less than an hour, it all happens again. But to kick things off, let's get right upstairs to News Chopper 9's Johnny Rollins. Johnny?
Hey, Chris, you know, I know a lot of people are disappointed they can't be down here in person tonight, and I understand that, but I'll tell you what, there's one thing we're going to be able to show you from News Chopper 9 tonight that you can't see when you're in person, and that is the aerial view of the entire Plaza Lights display coming on all at once, as well as the spectacular fireworks display from the air. I guarantee you it's a view like no other. Chris?
All right, Johnny, thank you so much. Well, you know, in a year like this, in the middle of a pandemic, so many things have changed. So many things have been canceled as a result. Traditions, certainly, to be sure. But, you know, for members of the Kansas City Ballet, performing in the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony was something that, well, was never in doubt.
Rain or shine, we've been there. If the show went on, and we were there. And I'm really excited that even in this virtual world that we are able to still be a part of this incredible holiday tradition.
Performing Winter Sleigh Ride, members of the Kansas City Ballet's second company.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy yap, giddy yap, giddy yap, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy yap, giddy yap, giddy yap, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Let's go, let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy and cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Sleigh ride together with you. Sleigh ride together with you. Sleigh ride together with you.
You know, the Plaza Lights tradition was born 91 years ago with a single strand of lights and now hundreds of thousands of lights. But we're about to tell you the story of the 1 year the Plaza stayed dark. And of course, much more music to come here on the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony tonight to get you in the holiday spirit, including Smithville's own Cassie Joy, when the show continues.
I think my favorite experience from the Plaza Lighting in 2014 when I turned on the lights with Dayton Moore was just reflecting on the 2014 season that we had. What an amazing turnout it was something special. Just the love and energy from all of them towards our team, myself and Dayton, was something that I'll never forget.
I remember it was a few friends of mine. We had to park all the way like back toward Troost and walk over, and I remember a lot of families walking along the way like we were, you know what I mean? Everybody was happy, it was cold, everybody had on their coats, it was a really good spirit in the air, you know what I mean? I remember somebody with me looking down on the ground, and they found like 40 bucks. You know what I mean? And we were young, like 40 bucks, like, whoa, 40 bucks. I think we might have bought some Topsies with it or something, you know what I mean? And it was just so much love in the air, man. Topsies, baby, Tech 9.
And welcome back. We are live at News Chopper 9. All is calm at the plaza right now. Hard to believe that, just over half an hour, we're going to see the entire spectacular Plaza Lights come on when they throw the switch. Brian, it's going to be a perfect night for people to come down to the plaza after the lights come on.
And a perfect night for you because there's not much wind, so the fireworks is going to be just ideal. And so people made the right choice staying at home because it's going to be warm there and still fairly mild here with our city view cameras. We're looking down there. Here's a look at first alert clouds and radar. Really not much happening, and it's going to stay that way for a while. A little bit on the mild side with our temperatures in the 50s, 50 for Tonganoxie, Parkville as well, 49 in Independence. So we're going to drop off a little bit. So if you are going to take that stroll on the plaza after the lighting, probably down to 44 degrees with a northeast wind at 5 miles an hour. Light winds, that is the key. So Chris, I know there have been some in the past where we've had to talk about wind chills. You look comfortable right there tonight, buddy.
Well, this is pretty close to a perfect fall night, especially for a Plaza Lighting Ceremony, that's for sure. Our next performance comes from the Kansas City duo Barnaby Bright, the husband and wife team of Nathan and Becky Bliss. They have a new album out called Bleak Midwinter. Performing Oh Holy Night, here's Barnaby Bright.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, night divine.
Welcome back to the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony. Of course, the Plaza, one of Kansas City's crown jewels, with the Plaza Lighting, a tradition going back generations. But how did it all get started? First News co-anchor Cody Holyoke takes us on a trip down memory lane.
The tradition we all know and love started on the plaza nearly a century ago at the Mill Creek Building, Christmas 1925. A maintenance supervisor hung a single strand of lights. Every year since then, the display grew with more and more lights and more popularity. And by 1930, the whole plaza was in on the fun. That's when the first Plaza Lighting Ceremony took place. Through the years, we've seen businesses come and go, but the light display stays.
3, 2, 1, throw the switch! Woohoo!
A beacon of holiday spirit, and nowadays a signal for the start of the holiday season. The only year the plaza stayed dark, 1973, when President Nixon called on Americans not to light Christmas lights, all part of an effort to curb dependence on foreign oil. But that's it. Every other year is a celebration, a chance for Kansas City to show its stuff, gather in friendship, and usher in the holidays. This year, even in a pandemic, and even watching from home, you're still in for quite a treat and one heck of a show.
A time-honored tradition, having a local celebrity turn on the lights. Overland Park's Jason Sudeikis had that honor in 2009, but the Saturday Night Live alum says this year is even more special.
Everybody in Kansas City has the opportunity to light that switch this year. It's all of us now, and when it goes on, it feels good, if not better, than it's ever felt any year, because it's a sign of hope. It always is. It's one of the coolest things about growing up here.
Essential workers have kept Kansas City going over the last several months, and they'll bring in the holidays as well. Their special role in this year's Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony when we return. We are less than 30 minutes away from the grand finale of the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony as you enjoy more live pictures from Johnny Rollins up in News Chopper 9. You know, these hundreds of thousands of lights have certainly helped to make the plaza famous. It kicks off the holidays in Kansas City. But KMBC 9's Kelly Eckerman met one of the contractors whose job it really is to start the holidays in Kansas City.
For well over a decade, Matt Deerdorf has been one of a handful of electricians trusted with overseeing the plaza lights, maintaining and hanging the actual bulbs, and he takes it seriously.
All the stringers go in the same exact place. Every bulb's turned the same way. Everything's done exactly the same every year.
What began as a single strand 95 years ago has grown to 80 miles of multicolored lights adorning the plaza buildings. But even today, there are no computers involved. This is hardwired traditional lighting, a sense of pride for this master electrician. So what goes through his mind as we flip the switch?
I'm a nervous wreck. There's nothing more relaxing than right after they all come on.
So the magical moment when all of this comes to life happens tonight. But remember, you can enjoy the glow of the plaza lights and all the hard work that makes it happen until January 10th. Chris?
Kelly, thank you. You know, for our next performance, this is a group that it's their first performance at the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony, but you've seen them around Kansas City before. It's Disney's D. Capella with Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
Ho, ho, ho!
Christmas, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can't see. Every couple tries to stop.
Oh, yeah. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling.
of holly.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la.
Ooh, you will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
I'm Haley Harrison. Our next performance comes from a powerhouse Kansas City vocal group delivering harmony this holiday season. Meet Voices of Soul. Lights.
Sure, let's do it.
Camera.
Levels are all good.
Action. But especially the lights. In what has been a dark year for so many, this quintet is illuminating the season with joy.
This is literally our lives. We live to sing.
A high note. In a year with so many low ones.
Life, you know, even though it can be challenging, you're still here. You still got your family. There's all kinds of things to enjoy and to love and to be happy about.
They're called Voices of Soul.
You basically took all of Kansas City's super singers and put them together in one group.
Their dynamic sound helps kick off the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony for a second year.
We really enjoy being a part of this.
Returning to help us celebrate light even in times of darkness, Voices of Soul performing this Christmas.
Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better. This Christmas, and as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes outshine the town, they do.
Carol of the Bells by Isaac Cates and Ordain. The Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony is back on KMBC 9. We've been ringing in the holidays with you for decades now. And as our Laura Moritz shows us, the man at the center of it all for so many years has been our own Larry Moore.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of you from the Plaza.
Larry Moore is no stranger to the Plaza Lights, hosting the event dozens of times over the years.
Then let's begin.
The grand finale is the flipping of the switch, something Larry's kept a secret about for years, until tonight.
That switch is real. If you throw that switch and you don't throw it hard enough and those lights don't come on, it'll be your fault. So I always made sure that myself and whoever was lighting the lights with me, we would press that lever down, the switch, and the lights would come on. Never did they fail.
One of the most memorable Plaza lightings almost didn't happen at all. In September of 1977, flash flooding washed cars into Brush Creek, leaving the plaza under several feet of water. When the water receded, cleanup began. By Thanksgiving night, barely 3 months later, Kansas City lit up with the magic of the Plaza Lights.
Magic, I think, is a crucial word. It really is magic. It's a magical tradition. And when we throw that switch on Thanksgiving night, Kansas City comes alive for holiday season.
Okay, everybody, it's countdown time.
10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3.
And in 2 minutes, the moment we've been waiting for. Several of Kansas City's essential workers with the grand finale of the Evergreen Plaza Lighting Ceremony.
There may not be another event that brings Kansas Cityans together more than the Plaza Lighting Ceremony. And it's that spirit of togetherness that is ultimately going to make us better as we get through this very challenging time in our community. So stay strong, Kansas City. We're proud of you and enjoy the lighting ceremony.
Welcome back, and the moment is almost here. You know, this year we owe so much to essential workers all across Kansas City who have kept our community going through this pandemic. And it's those essential workers who this year have the honor of doing the countdown and flipping the switch virtually. Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chris, it looks fabulous
the lights
here
are
from
on
the
once
air. News
again.
Chopper 9. Yep. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
You know, Johnny, we've been watching this for so many years, and this thing just doesn't get old, does it?
Oh, not at all. And you know, I say it every year, nobody does Christmas like Kansas City, and the Plaza Lighting Ceremony, one of a kind and unbelievable. And boy, it just looks gorgeous from up here. Chris?
Full coverage coming up tonight on KMBC 9 News at 9, on KCWE, and at 10 on KMBC. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, and thank you for being with us tonight.